You're trying to run an online business and, well, it feels like you're duct taping maybe a dozen different software platforms together.
Oh, yeah. Landing pages over here,
Mhm.
email marketing way over there.
Exactly. And trying to get them all to talk to each other
Oh,
can be a
God.
real headache.
Uh-huh. A big one.
Well, today we're going to take a deep dive into a platform called Systeme IO. It promises to be, maybe, the all-in-one solution you might be looking for.
Absolutely. And you pulled together a really fascinating set of documents on this one.
Right.
Everything from the nitty-gritty legal agreements to their shiny marketing stuff, plus what real users are saying, help docs.
It gives us a pretty comprehensive look, doesn't it?
It really does. A good look under the hood.
It does. And for you listening, our mission today is, well, simple. We want to cut through the jargon and figure out what Systeme IO actually is,
Mhm.
how it works in practice, and, crucially, what makes it stand out. Especially if you're someone who just wants to get going without getting lost in, complexity.
Yeah, avoiding that information overload.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. What is Systeme IO at its core?
Well, across all these sources, the description is pretty consistent. It's an all-in-one marketing platform.
All in what? No.
Think of it as like a central hub, maybe an operating system for your online business, designed to handle lots of different tasks under one roof.
And when they say all in one, they really seem to mean it. Looking at the features they highlight, it's quite a list.
It is, yeah.
First up, there's a sales funnel builder, and the theme seems to be easy to use, often with templates ready to go.
Right. And that ease of use with the funnel builder is, I think, pretty significant
Why is that? Why is it a big deal compared to juggling tools?
because it directly tackles that often steep learning curve you get setting up sales processes.
Okay.
If you're currently piecing together landing page software with, say, separate checkouts, well, having integrated templates just cuts down the time and tech skill needed. Big time.
Makes sense. Gets you converting leads faster. Okay, then there's email marketing. The paid plans boast unlimited email sends. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that's a big draw for people scaling up.
Plus, they've got automation built right in so you can set up those crucial follow-up sequences, nurture your audience.
Hmm.
What's the real win having this integrated versus, say, MailChimp or something separate?
Well, the beauty of integration here is the seamless flow of data
Hmm.
and the automation possibilities that opens up.
So less manual work, connecting things.
Right. Instead of fighting to connect lead forms to your email list, then setting up separate rules, Systeme.io lets you manage it all in one place.
Okay.
And for anyone worried about cost scaling up, that unlimited sends on paid plans can be a significant saving compared to tiered pricing elsewhere.
Good point. And it doesn't stop there. They also offer a website builder, also pitched as super user-friendly.
Uh-huh. Drag and drop again, templates again.
You guessed it. More templates.
Hmm.
So you can build your main online home right within Systeme.io too. How does that fit the bigger picture?
Well, the integrated website builder sort of complements the funnel builder. It lets you build out your broader brand presence without jumping platforms.
So not just sales pages, but like about us, blog.
Exactly. Informational pages, blog content, other key website bits, all in the same ecosystem, which helps keep the brand experience consistent for visitors.
Okay. Now, for course creators out there, and we know there are many listening, they've got a course builder.
Yep, another key piece.
The documents stress ease of use again, integration with payments, and even a drip feature to release content over time. What makes this stand out?
The really tight integration with their sales funnels and payment processing is probably the main advantage here.
How so?
It just simplifies the whole chain. Creating, selling, delivering your course. You don't need to wrestle with connecting a separate learning platform to your payment gateway and your sales pages.
Because it's all built in.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And that drip feature is pretty crucial, too, for structuring the learning and keeping students engaged over time.
Got it. And here's one that caught my eye. Affiliate management. It looks like you can actually run your own affiliate program directly through Systeme.io.
Yeah, track your affiliates, manage payouts, the whole thing.
Why is that valuable to have built in? It seems like something people often buy separate software for.
It is. And having it built in just simplifies leveraging word-of-mouth marketing.
Yeah.
Powerfully.
Okay.
Instead of needing separate tracking software, separate payout systems, you manage the whole program inside Systeme.io. Makes it much easier to get others promoting your stuff.
Right, expands your reach without more tech headaches.
Exactly. Less overhead.
Then there's the broader marketing automation piece. They talk about automating repetitive tasks,
Mm-hmm.
triggering emails based on behavior, controlling access to content. What's the real power behind having that level of automation integrated?
Well, integrated automation is really key to scaling efficiently.
Right.
By automating things like follow-ups, segmenting your audience automatically based on what they do, granting access,
Mm-hmm.
you create more personal, effective marketing flows.
Without managing every single interaction manually.
Exactly. It frees you up. Saves huge amounts of time for more strategic thinking.
Okay. They also mention a template library makes sense, given the focus on ease of use and a marketplace. The details on the marketplace are a bit thin, though.
Yeah, the sources don't elaborate much there.
What might that involve, you think?
Given the term marketplace, it's probably a space where users can find or maybe buy extra resources.
Like more templates? Or maybe services?
Could be pre-designed funnels beyond the standard ones, maybe
Yeah.
integrations not covered by the main API, perhaps even services from Systeme IO certified experts.
Ah, okay, like an ecosystem.
Possibly. Suggests an ecosystem beyond just the core features. And rounding it out, they have a blog. Focuses on marketing, entrepreneurship. Always a good sign.
So with all these features packed in,
Hmm.
who exactly is Systeme.io trying to reach? Who's their ideal user?
Their materials consistently point towards entrepreneurs, course creators, freelancers, consultants, small business owners.
So quite broad, but focused on people building businesses online.
Essentially, yeah. Anyone looking to build, market, sell online and wants a, streamlined, integrated way to do it.
And what's the big promise, the core message tying it all together?
I'd say the central promise that really shines through is simplification.
Making it easy.
Yes. Laser focused on making online business management easier. Bringing all the essential tools together in one place.
Which means fewer subscriptions, less integration hassle.
And potentially a smoother learning curve overall. That's the core pitch.
Okay, so we have a good handle on what Systeme.io offers. Now, let's dig into how it actually works on a practical level.
Right. Well, it is hard. It's a SaaS product. Software as a service.
Meaning you use it online through your browser.
Exactly. Nothing to download or install on your computer. It's all web-based.
And cost. The sources mention different pricing plans, which is standard. But what really jumped out was the free plan. Seems quite generous.
It does. Offering a robust free plan is a pretty common SaaS strategy, actually.
Why do they do that?
Well, it lowers the barrier to entry. Lets people try it out, experience the value firsthand without paying up front.
Like a try before you buy, but you can stay free if your needs are simple.
Pretty much. It's a powerful way to show capabilities and encourage upgrades later as businesses grow and need higher limits or more features. Low-risk way to test the waters.
Makes sense. Now, the documents really hammer home this point about everything being fully integrated.
Mm-hmm. They stress that a lot.
It's not just a bundle of tools, they say. They're designed to work seamlessly together. Can you give a concrete example of how that helps a user?
Sure. Think about capturing a lead. You use their funnel builder to make a landing page.
Okay.
Because it's integrated, that new lead can automatically be added to your email list within Systeme.io.
Ah, no exporting, importing lists.
Right. And you can have a preset email sequence trigger immediately, automatically. You don't need Zapier or manual steps.
That sounds smooth.
That's the power of true integration. Saves time, reduces potential errors.
And it sounds like they're really leaning into how easy and fast it is to get going. Lots of testimonials mention quick setup times for funnels, websites.
Yeah, that theme comes up repeatedly.
Should we take those testimonials at face value? Marketing materials, after all.
Well, you always need a pinch of salt with testimonials, of course.
Yeah.
But the consistency of that message across multiple user accounts does suggest it's a genuine strength.
So the templates and drag and drop probably do make a real difference.
Likely, yeah. Especially for people who aren't super technical.
Yeah.
It lowers that barrier.
Now, what if you do hit a snag? Or just have a question? What kind of help do they offer?
They seem to have a multi-pronged approach to support.
Okay.
There are comprehensive help pages, articles, step-by-step guides, video tutorials too for visual learners.
Standard stuff. What about talking to a person?
Yes, direct customer support channels. And notably, they actually mention an average response time of under 2 hours.
Under 2 hours. That's actually pretty impressive if true.
It is. That kind of responsiveness can be really crucial, especially when you're starting out or facing an urgent problem.
Definitely. I also noticed something about a certification course. Become a Systeme.io expert.
Yeah, the certification.
What's the thinking there?
Seems like it serves a dual purpose. First, it helps users get really proficient with the platform, makes them more successful, likely stick around longer.
Makes sense.
And second, it creates a pool of certified experts who can then offer services to other Systeme.io users. Builds out the ecosystem, provides community support.
Ah, clever. A win-win.
Seems like it.
And for the more tech-savvy users, or people who need to connect it to some specific, maybe obscure tool they rely on, any options?
Yes, they do have a public API.
Okay, API. For the non-developers listening, what does that mean practically?
Think of an API as like a digital doorway.
Mhm.
It lets different software systems talk to each other in a structured way. So Systeme.io's API lets developers access certain functions like managing contacts, tags, triggering automations, and connect them to other platforms. Or even build custom tools that interact with Systeme.io.
So it adds flexibility for more advanced needs.
Exactly. Extends its capabilities beyond the core offering.
All right, let's switch gears a bit. Let's talk about something that seems like a really big part of their strategy. The affiliate program.
Yes. There's a whole separate legal agreement just for that. It's clearly important to them.
It seems so. What are the key takeaways from that agreement?
Well, the program itself is definitely a standout feature, and the terms laid out are quite generous, actually.
60% lifetime commission. That number jumps right out.
It really does, 60%.
And that's lifetime, right, not just the first payment. And it applies to subscriptions and courses.
That's correct. The lifetime part is key. As long as someone you refer stays a paying customer or buys courses, you keep earning that 60% commission.
Wow. That could build up into some serious recurring income for affiliates.
Potentially, yes. It's a very attractive model.
And it sounds really open, like almost anyone can join, no big requirements. You don't even need to be a paying customer yourself.
That seems to be the case, yes. Very low barrier to entry.
Why would they do that? Make it so easy to join.
It's likely a strategic move to cast a wide net, encourage lots of people to promote the platform.
Get more eyeballs on it.
Exactly. Tap into larger audiences, leverage network effects, word of mouth on a big scale.
How do they track it all? The documents mention the affiliate link gets embedded in emails sent to referrals.
Yeah, that's a smart way to handle tracking. Embedding the link in emails increases the chance the affiliate gets credit, even if the conversion happens later via email. Helps ensure accurate attribution.
Makes sense. There are a few rules around the leads, though. Expires after a year, or if they click someone else's link later. It's a last referrer system.
Yes, last refer is pretty standard in affiliate marketing.
Can you break that down? What does it mean for an affiliate?
It just means if a potential customer clicks multiple affiliate links before buying, the commission goes to the affiliate whose link was clicked last, most recently.
Okay, so you need to be the last touch point.
Essentially, yes. And the one-year expiry means the promotional effort needs to be relatively recent. It encourages affiliates to stay active in promoting.
Got it. And commissions are paid for new, paying, active customers. Makes sense. But are there situations where you wouldn't get paid, even if someone signed up via your link?
Oh, sure. Standard stuff applies. Affiliate agreements usually protect the company from, say, fraud or dodgy promotion tactics.
Like what?
Like if the sale gets refunded, or if the referral came from misleading ads, or if the affiliate breaks the program rules. Basically promote ethically and within the guidelines.
Right. And Systeme.io reserves the right to change commission rates or decline leads. Affiliates also have to follow branding rules.
Yep, pretty standard clauses. They need to control their brand image.
What do those branding rules usually cover?
Typically, how you can use their logos, trademarks, marketing materials. Often prohibits misleading claims, using the brand with inappropriate content, or altering their promo stuff without permission.
So represent the brand responsibly.
Exactly. You're acting as an extension of their brand when you promote.
What's it about affiliate awards? Silver, gold, platinum, based on total commissions earned.
Ah, the award tiers.
Yeah.
What's the point of those?
It's another layer of incentive. Recognizes the high performers.
Like a gamification thing?
Sort of. Gives affiliates tangible goals to shoot for hitting $10, $30K, $100K in commissions and so on, up to Blue Diamond at $1 million. Acknowledges their contribution to growth.
Keeps them motivated to keep promoting.
That's the idea. Rewards loyalty and high performance.
Okay, now let's shift to the
Yeah.
maybe less exciting but absolutely critical stuff. The legal framework.
The fine print, yes.
We've got their affiliate agreement, which we touched on, then the general terms and conditions and a privacy policy. What stands out in these docs? Well, they lay the essential groundwork, right? The affiliate agreement specifically governs that relationship.
And the general terms and conditions. Looks like the usual stuff. Placing orders, pricing.
Mm.
Subscriptions are non-refundable, that's noted.
Fairly standard for sauce, yeah.
Payment processing via Stripe. Data protection basics. Anything particularly noteworthy there?
The non-refundable policy is good to be aware of up front. Using Stripe is reassuring it's a major secure processor. And the mention of data protection points you towards the detailed privacy policy.
Right, let's look at that privacy policy. It goes into how they collect, use, store, share data. Interesting points. Data is stored on AWS in Ireland, and it's encrypted.
Okay, AWS Ireland. That means it's stored within the EU under GDPR regulations. Encryption is good practice.
They also say they don't sell personal data, but might share it with service providers or if legally required.
Also pretty standard. They need third-party providers for certain functions. The no-selling clause is important for user trust.
They mention using Google API services specifically for their coaching feature. Why call that out?
Transparency. It shows they're being upfront about third-party involvement and complying with Google's own data policies for those services. It's about informing the user.
Crucial for building trust, I guess.
Absolutely. Knowing where data is, that it's encrypted, that it's not being sold, these are important reassurances.
And it looks like legal disputes fall under Irish law. Makes sense if they're based there or data is stored there.
Specifies the jurisdiction. Provides clarity if issues arise.
They also have a clear policy against certain content, pornography, gambling, etc. Why is that important for a platform like this?
It maintains a professional environment, protects their reputation, ensures they aren't associated with illegal or harmful activities, and keeps the platform safe for all users. Clear boundaries are essential.
Okay, so bringing this all together, what really makes Systeme.io stand out in what's, let's face it, a pretty crowded market for online business tools?
Yeah, it is crowded, but several factors seem to contribute to their unique position.
Like what?
Well, as we've talked about, that emphasis on simplicity and ease of use is huge. It comes up again and again.
They actively position themselves as easier than competitors like Kartra, right? And testimonials back that up.
They do. Users specifically mention switching from Kartra because Systeme.io felt more intuitive, quicker to learn. That's a strong selling point.
And the all-in-one integration, that's another big one.
Absolutely. Providing that suite of interconnected tools directly tackles the common frustration, that duct tape feeling we started with.
Streamlines workflows, saves time.
Reduces the need for complex integrations. Yeah, big potential time and frustration saver.
And they are definitely making a play on affordability.
Oh, for sure.
They state clearly they're significantly cheaper than, say, ClickFunnels or Kajabi, and that big free plan underscores the point.
Right. How significant is that cost difference, especially for someone starting out?
It can be huge. Cost is often a major barrier initially. The free plan lets people start and use many core features without that big upfront investment.
Makes it very attractive compared to pricier options. Lower risk, lower barrier.
We touched on it earlier, but the consistently positive feedback on their customer support, those quick response times, that seems like a real plus.
Yeah, that claimed under 2 hours response is notable.
Why is good support so critical for this kind of platform?
Well, excellent support drives satisfaction and retention, right? Especially for a platform aiming to simplify things. When you hit a snag, prompt, helpful support makes all the difference.
Keeps people from getting frustrated and leaving.
Exactly. Highlighting fast responses suggests they understand how vital that support is.
And we can't forget that affiliate commission, 60% lifetime recurring.
Still sounds impressive.
That's got to be a powerful draw for promoters. What does offering that much say about their own confidence?
It suggests strong belief in their product's long-term value and stickiness.
Meaning they expect referred customers to stay for a long time.
Pretty much. They're sharing a big chunk of revenue, betting that those customers will generate enough long-term value to make it worthwhile. It's confidence and retention. Creates a win-win.
The sheer user numbers, they claim over 300,000 entrepreneurs, plus all those positive testimonials. That adds credibility too, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Social proof is powerful. A large active user base and positive feedback demonstrate that lots of people are finding value. builds trust for potential new users.
And their marketing is very focused, empowering entrepreneurs, building businesses without getting bogged down in tech.
Yeah, that message is consistent. It resonates with people who want to focus on their actual business, not wrestle with complicated tools or integrations.
Positioning themselves as the solution that removes those hurdles.
Precisely.
And they aren't shy about comparing themselves directly to competitors. ClickFunnels, MailChimp, Kartra, Kajabi, WordPress, they name names.
They do.
And the testimonials often mention people switching from those platforms. What's the power in that direct comparison?
It lets them pinpoint their specific advantages: ease of use, cost, integration. When users echo that, saying, I switched from X because Systeme.io was easier, cheaper, it's compelling proof.
Reinforces their value proposition against known alternatives.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And claiming a higher user satisfaction rating than some competitors adds another layer to that argument.
Okay, so to summarize this deep dive then, it really sounds like Systeme.io is offering a compelling package. An all-in-one platform focused on simplicity, affordability, seamless integration.
Backed by strong support and a very attractive affiliate program, aimed squarely at empowering online entrepreneurs.
That captures it well. For you listening, the real aha moment here, I think, is understanding the potential efficiency gains.
And the cost savings. Consolidating tools into one integrated platform like this. It's about streamlining operations.
So you can spend more time and energy on actually growing your business, not fighting your software.
That's the promise.
Exactly. And if this deep dive has piqued your interest, well, the logical next step seems clear.
Check out the free plan.
Yeah, explore the free plan. Look at their resources, the blog, the help pages. See if it feels like the right fit for your specific needs and goals.
And maybe this whole exploration raises a bigger question for you to ponder.
Oh, what's that?
Justice. How much of your valuable time and energy right now are being sunk into managing a collection of separate, maybe disconnected online tools?
Good question.
Could the kind of simplicity and integration offered by a platform like Systeme.io free up those resources, let you focus more on innovation, creation, expansion?
That's definitely something worth considering as you move forward. Where could your current setup be simplified?